The honourable member for Richmond.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Education recently handed out orange lunch bags to primary students in 4 school boards: in Annapolis Valley, Cape Breton Victoria School Board, Strait Regional School Board, and South Shore School Board. Mr. Speaker, these bags cost over $35 each for a grand total of $124,030.51. Speaker, parents of students with special needs are worried about their children losing education assistance due to NDP funding cuts. All the while, the Minister of Education is handing out orange lunch bags. Mr. Speaker, will the Minister of Education tell members of this House today how many education assistants a board could hire for around $124,000?
The Honourable Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you very much for the question. The lunch bags, which is actually almost a derogatory term to what we provided for our students. What we have provided is a bag full of things for our families of our youngest students coming to school. So when a child is coming to school in primary, they're going to receive a bag filled with tapes and books and information on parents and crayons and scissors and construction paper, and I could go on. What we're finding is that children are coming to school not having the experience of sometimes that back and forth language development that they're having in their communities and with parents, because unfortunately many of our students' children are spending too much screen time. So this was part of the Succeeding in Reading. That budget line was with the Succeeding in Reading budget line that we provided, and it took a while for us to compile that. We did it within the department, and they are in a bag that goes home to the student, which they can reuse for whatever they choose to reuse it for. Thank you.
The honourable member for Richmond on his first supplementary.
Well, it's quite ironic, Mr. Speaker, that we now have a government that's trying to tell parents how to raise their children and how to properly educate their children before they get to school. But, even better than that, Mr. Speaker, is what the Minister of Education failed to say is that the little trinkets she included in her orange bag were made in China. Just what Nova Scotia parents need is things made in China to give their children to play with before they go to school. Mr. Speaker, parents are looking for answers as to why this government feels that extra supports for students is being cut by this government. So my question to the Minister, as an educator herself, will she tell members of this House how getting lunch bags full of trinkets will offset the damage done by increasing class sizes for Nova Scotia's youngest students?
Honourable the Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It's very important that we are making sure that our children are successful. We need to make sure that children coming into school get the supports that they need so that they can be successful as they move through our system. We recognize that our literacy levels needed to have some improvement, and the department worked very carefully with all of the school boards in this province to see where we could make sure children can be successful. So this is a part of Succeeding in Reading, to put literacy in the hands of our youngest children when they come to school. Thank you.
The honourable member for Richmond on his final supplementary.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and maybe the Minister will be kind enough to table in this House correspondence from the school boards that actually asked for the orange lunch bag to be sent to children coming into their boards. Mr. Speaker, school boards are laughing at the orange lunch bags, in case the Minister is not aware. Mr. Speaker, thanks to this government, boards are being forced to close schools to reach budget targets. Communities feel that the review process is biased to close schools because boards simply cannot afford to keep them open. 2 reviews in the Strait Regional School Board are under judicial review. Parents and communities are worried about losing schools and having young children spending additional time on school buses. Mr. Speaker, the Minister slashed education funding, boards are being forced to close schools, teachers are being laid off, class sizes are growing, school supports are being lost, and the Minister is handing out orange lunch bags. So my question is, will the Minister of Education stand up to the Premier and Minister of Finance and demand that cuts to public education stop?
Honourable the Minister of Education.
Thank you very much. Our student funding is increasing. We have the lowest class sizes in the history of this province. We are strategically investing. Our Kids and Learning First plan make sure that we are providing the services that our children need to be successful. We are making sure that we have skills trades available in our school, that we have the ability for students to get a credit outside of the school system in an area that they're interested in. Kids and Learning First is a plan for every child in this province to succeed. Thank you.